Hello everybody, happy holidays. Hope you had a lovely day yesterday. Bit of a chilled day, and of course we were hosting, so it was a lot of fun to see family, keep them fed. I did miss my super daily as a result of focusing on that, but family, is such an important element, and hopefully you got to spend the day having a lovely day, which is of course the main thing about Christmas and Christmas Day. Whatever you're celebrating, whether you do or don't, some people celebrate on Christmas Eve. So we talk about the banquet event. Of course, we know it's in full flow at the moment still. Whether or not you're taking part or not taking part, I've pretty much reached that stopping point, which is good. But I wanted to do the comparison video or comparison spreadsheet that I did say I was going to make to compare off the event. This is going to be a part 1 and part 2. It deserves a part 2 because it will be after the investment with the rank. Because as much as I've spent a load of units on Banquet Event crystals, you can see underneath the, it's not solo, it's the Realm event. This is where your rank comes in. And the rank in particular, by the way, we are absolutely smashing the Realm event total, which you can see there. I might do a separate video or might do it incorporate into the MCN tomorrow. I'm still making that decision on what I want to do coverage wise going into the end of the year before, I need to focus more on like guide videos and things that, side quest stuff, and rounding out the year with other things. There's a lot of videos to make. But it's picking which is the best ones to make that people might be interested in more with others. Okay, so wherever we get to, here will be the biggest comeback to on the part 2 to go, right, what was the extras I got? Was it actually worth it? Definitely noticing from the rank perspective, I don't think I'm going to get any higher. My 14,000 will be 14,800 by the end of the event with a tier 4 alpha. That's where we're going to stop. I don't think I'm going to get a good enough chunk of tier 4 alpha catalyst from the realm side of things, or the solo side of things, from the alliance portion side of things under the rank. Then again, I don't think I'm going to be able to get quite as much, because you've got to go to, what is it, 7 to 10? That's not percent. That's 7 to 10. Ugh, yeah, not much tier 4 alpha coming out of the Alliance. Disappointing, really, that the Alliance doesn't see that much with it. Is that important? It kind of is, tier 4 alpha. Where I'm currently at the moment, and what my take-home was, is a big sticking point. It's good on paper, and the big point from this particular video is there is good value in the units that I've spent versus what I've got back from the event. But it is not of the high quality that I require to take and elevate my roster. It's kind of like mid. Everything's mid, but everything's not mid. So everything is mid because the tier 4 alpha, that's the biggest takeaway. The 6-star shards, 7-star shards, 7-star banquet crystal, banquet keys, and 7-star nexus changes things. It's all about, yes, that's great. And yes, I've had a fantastic opening. We saw that. Like, if I did not do the investment I did with superior banquet crystals, then I probably wouldn't have got half the stuff that I wanted. If you haven't seen that video, spoiler alert, by the way, I'm going to be talking about it now. I picked up Onslaught. I picked up dupes to things that I already had, but it was great to get it, like Serpent, Bullseye as well. I think it was Bullseye, yep. America Chavez. And if I was getting those champions for the very first time, that's great, but I was awakening a lot of them. There was also new pulls for Destroyer, Angela. All the champions that I set up that I wanted to get, I got. And I was disappointed not to get 7-star Silk, but that is such a difficult RNG pull to do, to say, hey, I want Silk, and you actually get Silk. Either way, you can see on the screen, this is what the grand total is and will be at 14,800 points, which is largely my stopping point. So tier 6 basic, 26. I'll just blow this up a little bit so you can see it on screen better, sorry. So 26 tier 6 basics, 18 tier 6 class catalyst, 7-star signature stones times 65, 65k 7-star shards, 7k titan crystal shards, 2 banquet keys, 1 7-star nexus, and a partridge in a pear tree. Sorry, bad joke. 6,500 7-star awakening shards. Then we've got 24 tier 5 class catalyst, 25.5 tier 3 alpha, 2.6 0.75% tier 4 alpha, and 633 7-star basic fragments. Now that's it. You know, there's other stuff here like the Dustin and 6-star Abyss, but it's like it's just it is what it is, and it's nothing kind of like overly impressive to write home about. So I was kind of like thinking to myself, well, how do I compare this against the Cyber Weekend deals? And there were some deals within it. You can see actually I've put on screen if I can grab it here. There were some deals from the Hunter's Market I could logically compare, and just to point out, this is not a 100% fair comparison in any shape or form. It's just a rough comparison, if anything, to go, hey, you picked up a load of tier 6 class catalysts, tier 5 class catalysts, tier 6 basics, and tier 3 alpha. Well, that's kind of like 800 units on this deal. So it would be like, and what I took home from it was 8 times that 800 deals value, which is 6,400 units. That's how much that could be logically priced in comparison to. I say it like that because I'm sure that, and you know, you're quite open to your own opinion of the way I'm doing it. And yeah, it's not the greatest way to compare it, but it is a way to kind of go, well, how much value did you actually get from your unit investment? So I invested 9,300 units based on, 9,300 units based on, of course, how I opened up these SBCs and what I got back. Yes, I did get other units from the milestones, but I reinvested them back in my grind. And as my nose runs, there's more. Like I did get 5 times 2,500. That's equivalent to 12,500 units. You know, this deal I got multiple times, and the same thing with here. So I effectively got, getting to the kind of the big picture, 21,900 units. It doesn't also equate for the mystery value of how much a 2.75 amount of tier 4 alpha is, and the same thing with 7-star awakening gem fragments, the 7-star banquet key, tier 7 basic fragments, primordial dust, and 75% of a titan crystal. Actually, no, I think it's a lot less than that one. I think it's like 25% of a titan. Yeah, is it 25% of titan? I'll say it's like it's not even 50%. It's not even 50%. Maybe I was thinking about it was 2/3 or whatever it is. It's whatever. It's a mystery value. That's the point. So it could be an extra 12k plus units value. But if you've noticed a lot of things from what I've talked about these deals here, if you go back to the Hunter's Market, it's kind of like very midi. It's very mid because it's not. I can't rank 3 another 7-star with this. I've got tons of 7-stars that I want to rank 3. And would I have been better off taking those 9,300 units and focusing them on the Cyber Weekend deals? Yes. But I wouldn't have got half the stuff that I got with the Banquet Event. There's more spread value, but it's not spread value in the most spiciest things. And even though the volumes are like 5,700 here, 11,400 somewhere else, I'm just not getting like bang for my buck, but I am getting bang for my buck. It's very mysterious, isn't it? You are getting value, but you're not getting value. You're getting value where you don't want to have value. You know, the tier 6 basics, tier 6 class catalyst, tier 3 alpha, and the class catalyst. You're getting that, but you're not getting the things that you really want to see, like tier 3 alpha, tier 7 basics, 7-star signature stones, and titan crystal shards. So, as much as it has been good, it's the milestones that have saved it. And the milestones, unfortunately, without a high investment of units is where you're going to see them back. Which effectively, if you look at it from a different perspective, is the Cyber Weekend event. Because you're spending 5k units to get to something that is 4k units. Like, it would be like me saying, okay, well, I've just spent 5k units on some of the stuff here that I theoretically got, and then I'm going to have to spend another 4,000 units in order to get the tier 3 alpha and the stuff like, say, here where my mouse is. So effectively it is like the same event, it's just it's kind of done in a different way. It's done as a kind of spend your crystals, spend your units on crystals, climb the milestones, hope for the best, and maybe pick something up from it. Because for 9,300 units, I've only got 2.75 tier 4 alpha. But if I spent 9,000 units at Cyber Weekend deals, I would have got one fully formed, effectively, to that value, or I got a random gem, which would be 10k. So look at it this way. It's difficult to say if I actually made a saving by 700 units, or did I make like a technical slight loss. But I had fun opening crystals. I didn't have fun opening up crystals, but I really didn't. I don't think anybody really did. But it was interesting to look at this event and go, yes, there is good value, and Kabam have a point to say that it's not instant gratification, it's long-term gratification on it. Swings and roundabouts. Did I get more 7-star shards and 7-star opportunities to get new ones? Yes. Did I get more 7-star signature stones as a result of this? Yes. Did I get a lack of tier 3... a lack of tier 4 alpha and rank 3 7-star materials as a non-spending player? Yes, I did. So, and there's others. Did I get a lack of tier 7 basic as a result of this? Yes. Are those the things I'm chasing? Yes. So I got a lack of the stuff that I need and a gain of the stuff that I didn't need. And I'll just throw it over to you guys. Like, what do you feel about this? Do you feel that you didn't get, for the units you invested, what you wanted to see out of this event? And in future, are you going to be prioritizing Cyberweekend? And that's something I'm going to have to wrestle with. And I think that that's going to be the case of next year. I won't be talking so much about the Banquet Event, because once bitten, twice shy now with this, or twice bitten, twice shy now, actually, with it. Last Christmas references. And I will be largely focusing on Cyberweekend, because I may save a little bit of units, or kind of focus my content to kind of say, hey, have a little bit of, I might even say have at least 9k back for this to 15k, because that seems to be the baseline to actually pick up anything good. But we'll have to see, won't we, what Kabam Crash says and how they see the event, to say how the community sees the event. I also just want to quickly add, the free gift does help out in the just getting of rank 3 7-star materials. But what I'm referring to in this video is about the value of the event versus, say, another event or set of deals that incorporate with unit spend in that kind of way. Because we didn't actually spend any units to get back. If we're kind of referring that into the mix, then yes, that massively helps out people, and we're all very grateful. It's just a little bit different because you're investing units to get something back from it. But if you incorporate it, then Kabam did good. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Put it in the comments. Thanks for watching. Check out some other content on screen, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.